living during unprecedented times, unfortunately, but we got to find the joy in life. And being creative, being locked into the house, I think it helps me to hone in on a craft that I love to do, and that's being an artist, being creative. And for me, flat life. A lot of people say, what exactly is flat life? Well, it's starting with a flat surface, and through the creative process, you bring it to life through the dimension. And it's similar to how the Egyptians would carve back stone. And to my mind, to my amazement, I still can understand they didn't have power tools, but they pulled it off. And so as an artist, you gotta stand out, you gotta be different. Similar to Picasso with Cubism and his dear friend George Braque, the two of them that formed Cubism. And at the time, many critics didn't know what form of art, what is this? What shocked the world, where he was coming out with a technique that hadn't been seen. So flat life is a revisited technique or style of art that many artists visit, but they abandon because it's so technical and there's a lot of work involved. But I always say, if you do something you love, you're not working a day in your life. So this painting here was inspired by an artist out of New York called Basquiat. I'm sure a lot of you know him. A good friend of his, along with his girlfriend at the time, was killed by cops while he was tagging a train in New York. His name was Michael Stewart. And Basquiat created this particular painting called Defacement. And so this is an issue that we're still dealing with today, and I thought it would be appropriate to address this here subject matter and to recreate his painting and also bring the modern day individuals who've been affected by police brutality, who so to the point they lost their lives. And in this gallery setting, you see two individuals in deep conversation in the presence of two young, inspiring minds, you know. And so what's happening and taking place in the world could be an impact, or it could dictate the future of many of us. So, but as you stroll through the piece, you see why, you know. It leads us to the scriptures, the Bible, where it says, why do we suffer? It then has a scripture, Revelation 21:4, and also 1 John 5:19. And Basquiat would at times cross out words to draw attention to that particular subject matter. And so within the composition, you see love crossed out. And wouldn't you say that's what's missing within this painting? But hate is being portrayed so much throughout this piece. And so through the body language of this young man, he's in shock and or amazement as what's taking place to the young figure in the center. And this young man clenches his face in amazement as well, just to see that we still have come so far in society, but dealing with these moral factors in life. But again, highlighting the essence of the solution to these problems, and that's looking to a higher source, a spiritual source, and that's the Bible. But me as an artist, my technique style is flat life, and so when you look at this piece, the characters are probably 2 to 3 inches off the surface of the composition to give them that life effect where you can see it from various angles. And as an artist, you want to have your own visual identity, you know, that identifies you from other artists. Just like a musician, when you hear a Michael Jackson song, you know that's a Michael Jackson song. So when you see a Marcus Glenn painting, I don't even have to necessarily sign it, because through the technique, the process, the mastery of my technique, you can say that's a Marcus Glenn. So I'm here to feature my art, and I hope you like it.